Hello my friends and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris and I'm the Batman statue collector right here on YouTube, and I am joined by Mrs. BSC today. How are you?
I'm great.
And so the reason I have her on is because if you watched the live unboxing, I recently picked up a Voldemort statue to add to our theme park collection. And this is kind of the first statue I kind of got for you because I know that you absolutely love Harry Potter. However, I know that you don't love Voldemort, but it is a very, very cool statue and definitely complements the Harry Potter world. And so we're going to get her honest opinion about this. If you know anything about Mrs. BSC, she's brutally honest about these statues. I wish I would film all of her real reactions every time she's down here because they're really quite entertaining. But anyway, she's going to kind of review this for you guys, and then I'm going to add my regular review after that. So I just kind of want to get her overall opinion. She hasn't really seen this yet. And so without further ado, let's get right to it. Are you excited?
Yeah, let's have a look.
All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so we have him set up here on the table. And what is your first impression of this statue, knowing how much you love Harry Potter?
My first impression is that he's really accurate. I get a little, I don't know, miffed about fabrics a lot of times on these other statues, and his fabric looks really good. The pose is really good. The way he holds his wand in his hand is really specific, and it's perfect, honestly. The positioning of the wand, the way it's held kind of lightly but really specifically is just really perfect. So I love that. There are so many creepy details on Voldemort in the movies. His sharp, pointed, almost dirty fingernails, and they're really accurate in this statue. You know, his nose, his teeth, he's got a forked tongue, which you don't see a lot in the movie, but you really see in the statue.
It's crazy because somebody pointed that out today that he had the forked tongue because I had posted photos, and I'm like, I did not even know he had, and it makes it even creepier that he's got that snake tongue.
It's just super accurate. And as a veterinarian, I can tell you the snake mouth is pretty good too, which is pretty cool. So the nose doesn't quite look right to me. In the movies, his nose is flat like a snake, nostrils like a snake, and it's weird. And from the front, it looks right, but the profile doesn't quite look right to me.
So that actually happens a lot on statues where certain angles look good, but the other ones they don't quite get right. Yeah. So I do feel like it looks just like Ralph Fiennes to me. I feel like it's really close, but like you said, I can see where some angles sometimes it just doesn't quite look quite right.
Yeah, profile just doesn't. I don't know. There's something about it doesn't quite match. Like from some angles it's perfection, but other angles I just feel like it's just a little off. His skin is just right. I mean, in the movie it's such a creepy, pale, cakey skin, and it's really well done on this guy.
I don't think I've ever seen a statue that is this good with paint. Like, it looks like it's translucent. You can see the veins underneath.
It's really good. It's really good. I mean, you really, it's very, very accurate.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's creepy good.
Yeah, and like I said, I get a little picky with these guys because sometimes I feel like they're just not realistic, not screen accurate. I know it's harder with the comic books because there's no screen, but whoa. I mean, he is, even look at his feet, his long, dirty toenails. I mean, it's really good. Is she broken?
So I'm going to point that out when I do my part of the review, but that is where she keys in. And so that is one of my nitpicks actually, is that you could see it pretty, it's pretty visible.
Yeah, usually when they have those keys, they're very well hidden.
Yeah,
this guy is really, looks broken.
There's another one down below that it matches a lot better, but up here you can see it there, but it's a lot better hidden. But this one is very visible, but it is at the back of the statue. So I think they can get away with it because you're not going to see it very often, unless you have like a 360 spin. But that is my only real nitpick on the piece, is that key, because it's very visible.
Okay, I thought she might have come to you broken.
Yeah, I mean that's because it's right there. It looks like it's broken, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
She's really good. I am really I really am digging the fabric. This is one of those fabrics where it's so well done you want to touch it to find out if it's cloth or if it's solid. So and it's solid obviously, but I mean it is really well done. The pulls and the pleats look really accurate, something natural, like they could actually be pulled or pleated that way in the stance. You know, of course, the fantastical breeze of the coat is a little much, but that's how it is in the movie. It's pretty screen accurate as far as like the way the cape, the jacket is billowing, the cowl is billowing. So, he's really, really good. I don't love the villains the way my husband does. So this is not something that I would ever be like, oh, I've got to have this. But man, is he extraordinary. I mean, he is very, very well done.
Everybody was hoping that you'd hate it, so I could just add it to make a villains wall and do like a Darth Vader and an Emperor and have this incredible guy because
if the other villains look as good as he does, it might be worth a shot because gosh, he is really, really good. I would be interested to see what they did with the real villain, which is Umbridge.
Yeah, that would be. She's way worse than Voldemort is.
But man, I mean, he is very, very good. Sorry.
That's okay. I just want to show again everybody kind of the front because we've been looking at the back. But
sorry.
That's okay. And again, I'm going to show you guys a close-up detail, of course, of all this and add my thoughts as well. But I'm just so glad that you like it because whenever I saw this in San Diego. And I was like, whoa, this is a special piece because they do a lot of like little 10 scale stuff and they do some quarter scale. But I don't know. This one blew my mind. I was just like, this is really a spectacular piece.
Honestly, when I saw the box said Voldemort on it, I was like,
yeah, because again, you don't like the villains. It's creepy. It's creepy, right?
But even though the villains aren't my thing, you can certainly appreciate how fantastic this is. There's so much motion in the piece. I mean, Nagini's about to strike. He's clearly casting an Avada Kedavra spell. I mean, it's so good. It's really, really good.
That's awesome.
I'm really impressed.
That's awesome. Well, I'm really glad you like it. And again, I can't say enough good things about this one. Yeah. And I thank you for your time of coming down. I know this isn't always your thing, but I do appreciate you checking out the statue because I just think it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
and
he's really good.
That's awesome. Okay, so we'll switch gears now, and I'll give you some close-ups and share my thoughts.
Take it away.
All right, guys, so let's get right into it with my opinions on this piece. This is an incredible, incredible statue, guys. I can't believe how cool this thing is. Again, seeing it in San Diego, I was blown away, and seeing it here in person, I'm even more impressed. The price point is $9.99 USD, basically $1,000, maybe a little bit over depending on where you get it. That is a lot of money for a quarter scale. You compare XM Studios or some other companies that charge around that for some of their quarter scales. This one has a lot going on. It is a really large piece. The dimensions are, really quite impressive with this. You're looking at 18.5 inches tall. Okay, 18.5 inches tall. You're looking at 21.5 inches wide and a depth of 30.75 inches deep. So it does have a pretty large footprint here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit so we can take a look at the detail. Obviously, this is Nagini. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you know that this is part of Voldemort. Very, very cool. Obviously, this is reminiscent of the graveyard scene where he has all of these great images. Obviously, the snake, the lightning bolt. Very, very cool. The ring. Just different elements. It's very, very well done. It maybe could have used a little bit more shading or paint, but really if this is what you're looking at, then that is a problem because look at the detail on the snake. I do apologize for the shadows in the room. I don't actually have any light shining on it this time because I wanted you to see how dark and how well it was painted. It's really, really good. You have all of these white elements throughout the entire snake. And then of course, that just continues to go around and up. It does key in a couple of different places. Obviously, part of the snake is part of the base itself, and then of course it does key in as you tend to go up the snake, which again looks really, really good in my opinion. So again, let me just continue to show you a little bit of the base. It's very, very cool. This piece right here does key in. So this is a keyed in piece that does go on the front. There's also a keyed in piece down here. It's kind of hard to find, but it's just this little piece that sticks out, and it just helps balance the statue out. So that's where that goes, kind of right underneath where his back foot is. Speaking of foot, it's dark, it's gritty looking, it's just creepy the way he's up on his balls of his feet. Obviously, it's got a great movement to it. The other foot is, again, apologize for the shadows, but it's really well done. You have all this rock work in between, which is nice. I did want to show you, let's see if I can find it here. So there is a key where the top of the snake goes. It's pretty visible. I don't know how they would have done that differently, but that is one issue with the statue, I suppose, but really it's not bad at all. There's another key down below where he does key in, and it's really difficult to see. It actually blends in really quite nicely. And so I don't think you're going to have to worry about that at all from the front, but it's just kind of front, again, from the back side where you don't really see it. There is that line. It kind of makes it look like it's cracked, but that is where it keys in. So I did want to just point that out. But again, the paint looks really great on it. The actual fabric, so to speak, it is fully sculpted, but there's some nice green and blue hues to this. So it's not just a flat black, but it does have some really nice texturing in it. Hopefully the camera is able to track that. Really, really good. And especially as you get to like the cloak, you can really see the detail here. Sorry, I got a little bit of styrofoam there. I'll have to blow that off. But you can really see the color. Can you see the color pop? I mean, to the naked eye, it looks black, but obviously it's got some nice color shadows as well. The camera obviously blows that up a little bit, but it looks really, really good. And it does add some flow, which is something I love about this piece. I mean, you can just tell the wind is bellowing, blowing his cloak backwards. And it looks really great, I think. And of course, again, the differentiation between him, the black, and the color of the snake really works, in my opinion. It really is nice. And it just has this just super incredible flow to it. Of course, you have Nagini up here, which looks great. You have multicolors in his mouth, which you can see. It's got the fangs, which looks great. It's like lunging toward you. You got the great snake eye. Looks great. You do have a sheen to the whole thing, just like a real snake. So it looks very really scaly. Again, you can really just see that great scale detail. Again, really nice paint, I think. Really nice. As we go up the statue, again, the cloak looks great. Again, there's not a lot to it, but it's great texture. And again, that great paint effect, I think, is really well done. And speaking of really well done, this is insane. Okay, I'm going to stand up here so you guys can really see. Hopefully the camera will be able to capture some of the detail. I have never seen a statue with paint this good in terms of just overall skin texture. It's really good. Really nice, strong magnet. But it is so good. The nails, I mean, look at that. It looks so good. And he's like super pale, but you can see all of the veins. And this camera is not even doing it justice here. So if you think this looks good, just wait until you see it in person. It is spectacular. It really, really is. Again, nice strong magnet there. Again, you can see some of that green paint. But again, it's hard to see with the naked eye, but the camera does blow it out. But I'm glad it does, because then you can see that it's not just a flat black. Again, some of the detail here. Let me see if I can get this to... Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's insane how realistic. I mean, it looks translucent. Like you can actually see through. You can see the veins. You can see how creepy his skin is. It's just really incredible. And then, of course, you have the same thing on his head. I don't know. This paint is just... It's blowing my mind how good it is. I mean, it just looks like real skin. Super pale skin, though. But still incredible. Okay, so let me sit back down so you can see his face. The portrait. Look at the forked tongue. Really incredible likeness to Ralph Fiennes. I do feel like he is one of the most impressive villains in cinema history. I think he's just phenomenal. He's for me, he's right up there with Darth Vader and the Emperor. Some of those type of villains. just look how dynamic this is with the Elder Wand here. This is a plastic Elder Wand, but it just fits right in his hand, which is great. Again, just look how dynamic it is. It's just absolutely fantastic. For it being mostly black, it just stands out. Like his portrait is just so good. So it kind of, you get an idea of what it looks like right up front and center. I feel like he looks good from the side as well. From this side, probably not as good, but there's still just nothing wrong with this. I think it's really, really well done. I love the texture. I love the paint. I think this is one of Iron Studios' coolest statues that I've ever seen, and I think it's awesome. I said it on the live stream that it makes me want to create just a villain's wall. Have my Batcave, but then have have Darth Vader and have him, and have some of these other incredible villains in the collection. Again, just the skin is just insane. How good it is. But again, that face is a focal point. Obviously, the snake coming around. It just again has so much flow to it. Look at this. It's so good. Let me give you guys another 360 spin here so you guys can see kind of the whole statue, everything you're getting with this. Again, it's just a really, really cool piece. It is waitlisted at Sideshow. I will put the link down below. But you can still get it at Iron Studios. That link is also in the description. Again, $9.99 USD. Is it worth it? To me, I think it is because it's just so awesome. It's so mighty. And it's big. It's kind of like two different characters. You not only just have him, and he's big himself. Again, with those dimensions that I gave you earlier, like this is a big piece, guys. Again, let me kind of show you with my hand, just kind of how it's a big piece. Again, let me spin it. Look at that. It's a really large quarter scale, but it's definitely going to fit with other quarter scales. I'm looking at my Batman back here. Like the size is perfect. Again, Iron Studios just nailed this one. I think it's awesome. I can't recommend this one more. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. And I know if you're here, you're probably a Batman fan. But if you're a fan of other franchises, and we're big Harry Potter fans in our family, but I think it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely awesome. Really, really cool. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Again, it's available down in the description if you want to pick it up. It's already waitlisted at Sideshow, like I mentioned, so I don't think this guy will be around much longer. There's a lot of Harry Potter fans out there, and once they start seeing how cool this is, they're going to swoop him up. Really, really cool. Again, let me know what you think. Otherwise, thank you guys so very much for checking out the video today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.